Praise the high.
This is the Born of Levi experience on G.O.C.C. Media.
Best thing about waiting, we avoid Satan. Toughest battles to those that endure. Just building rapport, self-examining more. Hurt people, but we not keeping score. The ball is in his court. The only winners are those that keep being beginners. A righteous man get up, staying down is for sinners. I could hear the cry of warriors in the distance, asking a cup to pass, hoping that he's listening. The battle already won, story already written. Race ain't to the swift. The evil that besets us, gotta rebuke it quicken. Patience possess your soul, it's Christ who gives us strength. Right here, right now, no time for circumventing. To the Father, double honors to his creation. Angel of the present, sick of waiting. The shrouds of the lost people who fell in love with the works of Satan. It's a dangerous game we playing. Only the strong survive. His will be done. We trying to make it alive.
Hit that like button, brothers and sisters. Hit that like button.
Too deep, but this is what I've been blessed with. My voice is for those with a death wish, for the flesh and those willing to give their last of what's left without regretting. Those not giving up, no matter the testing. In the midst of the fire, shouting what a blessing. In the storm, resting. In the corner, praying with everything we have left in. The greatest story ever told. Blessed are those that overcame, that stood sane when no odds was to blame. Only the righteous remain. No vain glory, cause our labor's not in vain. Yeah, and who was he that judged his brother? Lost my mother, it taught me endurance. When that unexpected comes, should be waiting for it. Only discern your salvation.
Yes.
Yes.
Come on. Shalom, peace and blessings, brothers and sisters. How we all doing tonight? All praises be to the Most High. That song that y'all listening to is called Last Kingdom by Sister Imani. Shout out to Sister Imani. Beautiful track. I believe she's dropping it tonight. It should be streaming on all major platforms. It's called Last Kingdom. Such a beautiful track. I'll play it again. But all praises be to the Most High. Ahaya Ashar Ahaya. Bashim Ashar Wakwadash. Please hit that like button on your way in. If I'm coming in nice and clear, please, brothers and sisters, please put a qualm in the chat if I'm coming in nice and clear. I need to see them qualms, brothers and sisters. Come on. Yes. Okay, I'm coming in nice and clear. Yes. I'm so happy that I got the sound the way I want it to be. Listen, brothers and sisters, y'all in for such a treat tonight. Y'all see the topic. What has hip hop done for our people? And man, I got a special guest in the green room right now too, man. Listen, we're gonna bring it out tonight, man. We're gonna have a nice conversation, and I really do need you guys to share this information with your friends, family, right? Let everybody know that I'm on, man. Praise to the Most High, man. All praises to the Most High, right? So how was everybody's week, man? We already we already at Thursday. Matter of fact, let me put the volume down for this. We already coming into the Feast of Trumpets, y'all. Yo, it felt like yesterday I just did that. I did the vlog with not the vlog, the blog. What do you want to call it? A vlog? Yeah, it's a vlog, a video, documentary of the Passover. I felt like that was yesterday I did that. And we was all watching it, and now we're going into the Feast of Trumpets. Come on, man. If time is not moving fast, I don't know what fast is. But yeah, listen, man, it's going to be such a beautiful feast, man. And the 7th month, man, is a very serious month. And I believe that's the month when the Most High be speaking to his people, man. If you're not in the know, you're going to have to find out. Whether the easy way or the hard way. We rather do it the easy way, though. But all praises be to the Most High. All praises be to the Most High. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you. I'm going to jump right in, but I got a couple of announcements before we get in and we talk about tonight's discussion, right? what has hip hop done for us? And maybe y'all could tell me. Maybe there's somebody out there who could let me know the positives, right? We're gonna talk about it. I don't want to just put the cart before the horse, but we're gonna talk about it. And I have to make this announcement for you all, letting you guys know. Let me pull it up real quick for you guys, so that way I could show you guys that if you guys didn't know, right, we already have a new installment of the Hebrew and Bible Academy, which started already August 4th. August 4th. And look, we about to approach, we're approaching September. We're already a month in the Hebrew and Bible Academy, brothers and sisters. So you don't want to miss out unfolding the seals of the apocalypse, man. Listen, Elder be bringing it out, from Elder Lawya in the morning with the Hebrew, learning conversational Hebrew, learning the alphabets. Listen, if you want to get your Hebrew game up, and I ain't talking about Yiddish, Hebrew and Bible Academy, Elder Lawya be breaking it down, man. And the news with Elder Shapat and Elder Rawchaa. Listen, real-time news. Forget about CBS. Forget about CNN. Forget about Fox News. We got the real news jumping off at the Hebrew and Bible Academy, right? You don't want to miss out, brothers and sisters. And real quick, we got a whole set of new lessons that we're going into as well. I'll show you on the screen. Brand new lessons this academy, not like the last one. Brand new, right? And as the Most High is giving utterance, the Spirit is giving utterance, the Spirit is moving. We're getting the information real time, and that's the beauty about the academy. Getting the information real time, right? Creation, declaring the end from the beginning, right? Declaring the end. And yes, brother, says the end of all things was already prophesied from the very beginning on how the Most High would judge this whole entire thing that we're living in, right? The final judgment of evil, the return of the diaspora, right? How will the 12 tribes of Israel return, right? The scripture tells us that when the children of Israel are back in the land will study war no more. Right now, there's current wars right now in the land. So you guys be the judge. We also have the judgment of modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. Listen, a judgment will be upon her, okay? And the kingdom of God, right? Where is the kingdom of heaven? What is it? What does it look like? And how will we get there? So all that in this Hebrew and Bible Academy. And if you guys are interested, please send your emails to historytimes.org, and enroll. And don't worry about it. If you missed any lessons, they will the admin team will send you the lessons that you've missed. So you'll be up to date and right on track with all of us. Listen, there's a lot to learn. So buckle up. Right, so we're going to get started. But look, matter of fact, before we even get started, I'm going to just introduce my guest, right? I'm going to introduce my guest and put him on the screen right here. Oh, I got the wrong thing up. Hold on, I ain't ready. Let me get my guest here. All right, here he goes. And get my guest right here on the screen. We got Officer Rawchaa in the building. What's going on?
Shalom, family.
Shalom. What's going on, Knock? How's everything?
Man, everything is good. All praises to the Most High, man. I'm happy to be here tonight, man. It's God. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, loud and clear. Can y'all hear him? Just put a qualm if y'all can hear him. Because if I can hear him, y'all definitely could hear him. I hope so. Can y'all hear him? Oh, they put in a qualm so they can hear you. All right, all praises. They hear you. All right. Yeah, man. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Just happy to be here tonight, man. It looks like we got a very interesting topic. So, and I'm a lover of hip hop as well. So, definitely had to come on, man.
Yeah, listen, man. You a hip hop artist. You are artist of all artists, right? And but we're gonna talk about it, man. We definitely gonna talk about it. So I just wanted to bring you on the screen And what actually sparked this topic for tonight, this conversation, was what I was thinking about, certain things that's ailing our community. And at first I was just harping on the drug culture, drugs in America. But drugs in America doesn't just affect our people, it affects all people. A lot of people are strung out on drugs. But I wanted to tap in, because, like, all right, when you look in the music industry, before it was known for hip hop to be a part of anything satanic, because we never thought like that. We had heavy metal, we had rock and roll, and clearly you didn't have to tell me that the devil was not involved in rock and roll or heavy metal.
Absolutely, just by how the music sounds, you know it's something dark.
Yeah, like as soon as I'm hearing the scream, rah, 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 okay, Satan, the devil is right there, like he's in there, right? So you didn't have to tell me that the devil was part of that. It was kind of far fetched to hear that when it came to hip hop and R&B, but before that, it was the drug use, right, in rock and roll, heavy metal, and that stuff only affected their people. Yeah, I'm not gonna say at a higher rate because of the music. Yeah,
it affected ours too, but
it
was at a higher rate.
But what I believe is that it's the music. Like I say, music is the key to a lot of things. Like if you want to teach a child something, you put it in the form of music. You want to remember something, you put it in the form of music. So music is like an introductory to a lot of things in this world.
Absolutely. And
us being musical people, the Most High blessed the children of Israel with the gift of music, right? I could show you videos of babies from the womb able to sing. Like you would think it's a grown person singing, but that's a gift that came from the Most High. Lyrically, how our people are able to put words together and make certain schemes and wordplay. That's all a gift within itself. Musicians, like me being a musician, being with the gift of actually playing sound, right? All that was given to us, right? And
given to us for a reason, to praise the Most High.
Exactly, to praise the Most High. But with that, music comes. You could teach through music. You could healing, right? It's soothing. Absolutely. All of these different things that comes with music. So now, once they started introducing drugs into our culture, right? And they always say this when I was growing up, that marijuana is a gateway drug, right? And I understand that gateway is not just a gateway to just going into other drugs, which that usually happens. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But it's a gateway drug to have spirits enter you. And a lot of people don't even know that side of, paraphernalia or drug use. But once they started implementing drugs into our music and our culture, that's when it became popularized. Like, right now in New York City, you can't go nowhere without somebody smoking marijuana publicly. Like people are just driving, which is the crazy part. Ever since they legalized it, people are not even using it legally. Like,
I was just about to say that, because for the rest of the viewers online, depending on where they live, it was probably already legalized where they live. But to New York, that's new to us. That's new. Super new to us.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, they legalized it, but people are not even using it legally. Like the other day, I'm working and I look to my left and there's a dude smoking weed while he's driving in the midst of midday traffic.
Oh man,
bumper to bumper. I'm like, like where's the cops? What? You understand what I'm saying? So we got to get to the bottom. Like, I don't want to just focus on the marijuana use or the drug use, because drugs is a big thing. But we're here to talk about the overall schematics of hip hop, right? What has it done for our people? like what is its benefit? And I'm gonna tell you guys what also sparked this conversation. Shout out to my aunt Nazar. He sent me a clip, right? It was a debate with Umar Johnson and some other brothers that I don't know of, but it went crazy. The internet was watching it. Everybody went crazy. And even though I don't agree, or as a church, we don't agree with his stance when it religiously, but he made some good points when it came to hip hop. And I'm going to play a clip from it. I'm going to try my best to try to bleep as much of it, because this guy, he crazy. So forgive me.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, are you a teacher or you're a gangster? Which one are you? Because I guess he's trying so hard to still fit in and still be relevant that he mixes his intelligence with street ebonics. But I don't know, right?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna play a clip real quick, and I want to dissect this, right? And I got so much clips that I want to play, but I want to start with that clip in particular, right? So you can stay on. I'm gonna just have you in the background. I'm gonna play this clip, right? And brothers and sisters, bear with me with this clip, right? Like I said, I'm gonna try my best to try to edit as much of the profanity that I can, but I want you guys to hear the dialogue, and this is where this conversation came from, right? Let me scroll to the area that I want, where I said the 33-minute mark, right? In the 33-minute mark, I'll keep it right here. Right, so it said it's a heated debate, right? Dr. Umar, and even in this update, which is crazy, he gave a so-called update about the so-called school that he was gonna provide, but I don't know. Yo, Yaquar, you ever heard anything about that school as of late?
Mm-hmm. I know as much as you know about that school.
He keep talking about these doors. Yeah, we put up new doors. So that's all the school is just doors.
That's as far as you're gonna get. Just seeing the outside of those doors.
Yeah, show us a picture or something. Come on, man. But anyways, So I want you guys to listen to this dialogue. Like I said, I'm gonna try my best to try to bleep as much of it as I can if I hear him going into something crazy. But let's listen to this. And like I said, I don't want to keep talking, but it's very interesting that hardcore hip hop. Before I do this, I'll bring you back on the screen. Hold on, let me get him out the way. I got him in the way. Let me get him out the way. Right. One thing I would like to say first: hardcore hip hop enthusiasts or fans, whatever you want to call them, right? They seldomly point out the negatives when it comes to that brand of music. Like nothing about it is negative. Like everything about it is positive. But in this particular dialogue is very interesting, and I want you guys to see what's being done here. Right? All right, hold on. Let me go back here. Let me pull it back up. Interesting conversation. Let me pull it back up. All right. So take a listen, y'all.
Knows who Boss Man D-Lo is.
Here's
It's actually red, but I don't think most.
But you know what? Here's my rebuttal, and
Yes,
this
sir.
is why I disagree. You can't pick and choose what you want to consider and not consider hip hop when it's all done under that umbrella and nothing publicly is being done to differentiate.
I think.
All right, so basically he was asking who was his top 10 MCs or rappers and if they were considered to be gangster rap or not gangster rap. And then Umar Johnson made a point where he said, you can't pick and choose who you want to say is hip hop or who's gangsta and who's not. So
The umbrella is blackness,
same thing
not
with the Muslims.
not hip hop.
He in my mosque praying. He on the street killing. But when you come to me and ask me to hold him accountable, oh, he's not a good Muslim. But he's in your mosque, though. So you saying that ain't really hip hop, but they all at the BET Awards, though. They all at the concerts. They all at the
Which
at
is
the big
which is there to
events.
celebrate the work, not
You
the
see
human.
what you're doing? But you see what you're doing?
I'm just talking about I'm talking about the atmosphere.
Yeah, but
the
you're picking and choosing, bro. When is hip hop going to put some structure to the shit? Give you an example.
We're in
Let me give you
agreement.
an example.
Yeah.
Just like on the CDs, you know how they used to put parental advisory explicit lyrics?
Yes.
There needs to be
They still do that.
That's it, right. But there needs to be a stamp that says this is not hip hop. You see what I'm saying? And let me tell you why hip hop doesn't hold gangster rap accountable. Because they the ones making the damn money. And no
you see, it's a this is the reason why they and we all know who the they is, and I'm gonna show you who the they is too. Shout out to Officer Jimmy. He's right before the broadcast. He sent me a video which was gonna shock a lot of y'all. It shocked me even. Right? He said that they don't hold hip hop accountable because they're making money off of it, which we all should understand that by now. And it's not no conspiracy. A lot of people say, you guys like to deal in conspiracy. You guys, how is it conspiracy? Somebody is making money off of this destruction. Like, so you telling me I could be on YouTube and I could get censored for saying certain things or playing certain videos, but rap music could get all the streams, everything, and they're talking about killing and all the type of stuff and murder and drug use and rape and all. You could talk about all of that stuff in hip hop. And it don't get censored. You could play it on mainstream radio. But I can't come on a platform like YouTube and speak the truth. Somebody's making money off that. This is what y'all got to understand. So let's continue.
Nobody want to get cut out of being potentially included in on that. Why nobody rebuked the NWA? Because look what they were selling. Nobody never stepped to Big or Jay or any of the artists who was into the gangster shit because they sell. Nobody want to be on the wrong side of making money. Money came first. It's the same reason why hip hop was sold out to the white industry.
Immediately.
Because everybody cared about the money.
Right.
When we was selling hip hop out of our trunk and everybody was having fun, that's where it should have stayed. But niggas got for being rich and famous. And they sold it like every other part of our culture got sold out.
And they sold it just like how every part of our culture got sold out. And like I said, and like he was saying, not what I was saying, it's like no one has a problem with it when they was pumping the gangster rap and all of this stuff. No one had a problem with it, right? Because they're making money off of it. But is that correct? Is that right though? And what is the benefit for our people?
Music, dance, jazz, hip hop ain't the only thing.
Yeah.
But I'm just showing you.
It's just the most vocal and easy. The only challenge I have.
Y'all can't be picking and choosing.
Say Big.
Disingenuous because y'all don't make no distinctions nowhere else.
When you say Big died at 24. We don't know where he would have.
I agree,
went.
but you still got to take at the material. I'm a big fan.
I know that.
I'm just saying.
But
our greatest artist. There you go.
We specifically when we talk about Jay.
Our
Jay is not rapping about. He's not rapping about being losing 92 bricks no more. He's rapping about art and wishing he would have made better choices.
He's on his way to 60 now.
Right.
But his first four albums was about what?
But that was his access. That's where he was.
And you see, and I don't know if y'all notice, and if y'all see what he just did. He's making an excuse to when Jay-Z first started hip hop, he had to use the drug culture. He had to use the gangster rap to get in. That was his access. So are we saying, and Officer Rawchaa, you could respond to this. Are we saying it's okay to I will do something negative for a positive return? And I don't know why is it our people, like why do we feel comfortable or why do we feel like it's okay to excuse bad behavior for fame and fortune? Excuse sin for wealth. Like I don't understand. I don't know if Officer Rawchaa, I don't know if you had a point on that, but
Oh no, absolutely. Yeah, I've watched documentaries before about Jay-Z And it's funny enough that they're bringing this up, and you said this. One of his friends that he grew up with in the projects said, I remember when I was in Jay-Z's car driving around with him and we was listening to conscious music. He said that he told Jay-Z, this is what you need to be getting into, man. This is what you need to be talking about. You need to be talking about society and stuff that they doing to us. He said Jay-Z looked at him and was like, nah. He said, not right now. He said, I need to get my foot in the door. They not ready for that right now. But it just goes to show you that he understood that if I go into this type of topic right now, this is not going to make a way for me to feed my family, or people's not even going to listen to me. And he said it in his lyrics before. I don't want to quote none of his lyrics, but yeah, he said it in lyrics multiple times. Let me quote one of his lyrics. He said, if skilled sold, truth be told, I'll probably be lyrically Talib Kweli. Truthfully, I want to rhyme like common sense. I made 5 mil. I have been rhyming like common sense.
Wow.
So he's saying if skilled sold records, if it's just based upon skill, I would have been making a lot of money. I would have been rapping like Talib Kweli. For those who don't know who Talib Kweli, he's a conscious rapper who talks about society and the plight of our people. But he said, truthfully, I want to rap like common sense. Another rapper who's a conscious rapper. He said, but ever since I made 5 mil, I haven't been rhyming like common sense.
So
he said, I dumbed down my lyrics to double my dollars. You criticize me for it, but y'all holler. He said, I dumbed down my lyrics. So you guys saying it's materialistic, but I'm still making money off of it. So it's crazy. I don't know if you want to chime in on that.
It really is crazy because to a certain extent, a lot of them in the industry, they know that their music is destructive.
Yeah, absolutely.
They understand that all right, I'm going to put this music out, but it's going to bring dollars. It's going to bring the dollars in, like he was saying. I'm going to get rich off of it. But why isn't none of our people sitting back and being like, yo, this is really going to destroy a whole generation. This is going to destroy a whole community of people. And that's the era when it comes to like I feel like we're the only people, so-called African Americans, Hispanics, we're the only people who's so selfish. Like, we're really a selfish people. Like, we don't think about the next person because because this is benefiting me. This is benefiting me. Like, I'm doing this for me and mine. Like, yeah, I'm saying I gotta make sure. But you're selling crack to somebody that look just like you. You're destroying, like, you're killing someone's generation. You're killing someone's child.
It's like a situation where you put a people and you strip every basic essential that they would need to survive away from them. They're gonna do whatever it costs just to feel some type of pleasure. So if it means selling drugs to my people, as long as I have a gold chain on my neck, I got a nice fancy car, and I'm dressed well in all the latest designer, I'm gonna do that. Even to the point where if I gotta make music that degrades my people or provoke or motivate my people to do wrong, I'm gonna do that just to get that minute of satisfaction of feeling good. Because a year ago, I was in the projects, in pissy hallways, in broken elevators where I had to take the stairs 5 flights up to where I live. I don't want to go back to that. So if this could help me and my family, I'm gonna do that. Like you said, it's a selfish mindset.
It really is. And what's so crazy about it is the industry handlers, like I want to call them, they don't mind giving them a few crumbs, like,
Absolutely.
a couple of 100,000, probably you make $1 million, whatever the case is, you still in that bracket. We could afford to give you that, right? Because if you choose to change your mind, that's all you're gonna get. But on a back end, you're making us billions. You feel? Go ahead.
Can I add on to that point?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just so I'm gonna be bringing up a lot of interviews and things that I've seen. I'm pretty sure everybody on the broadcast is familiar with Leo Cohen, or who Elder Rawchaa would call Lawya Cohen.
Right.
He was an A&R at Def Jam, a tall Israeli guy. I remember one time one of the rappers said that They were struggling on Def Jam to bring out a hit. They finally got their first hit. It was a rapper named Noriega.
Right.
He said when he made that hit, Leo Cohen called him and said, yo, I want you to come over to my house. He finally came over to his house, and he said, Leo Cohen is giving me a tour all over his house. He said he had a really big house. He said at the end of the tour, Leo Cohen asks him, you like everything you see here? And he said, yes, it's nice, it's cool. And he said, you bring in another hit, let you come back again. Treating him like a slave.
Like a little toy, like
like a little toy, like a little puppy. So it's just adding to the point where you're saying that the amount of money that he's making, they will never even see that. And he knows that.
They know,
but
and that's a crazy
he's using
thing,
that
man.
as a motivation to them. Like, look what I could get. Look what I got. If you keep doing it, I could show you more. And it's like sad because the people who has the talent is being abused by the people who don't even have no talent. A lot of these executives and these people who are owning these labels, they don't have the talent that these people have.
Yeah. And it goes back to what Christ was saying that, matter of fact, let me read it where he said it in
Bring it out.
Matthew 5, where he said, Matthew 5:13, right? He says, ye are the salt of the earth. He talking about our people. And not just our people, but those of our people and those who believe in Christ as well, too. There's an extra salt that you get for believing in Christ, believe it or not. But he says, ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt have lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thence good for nothing, right? But to be cast out and to be trodden underfoot of men. And that's exactly what's happening to us. We're being trodden underfoot of men because we don't even know our own value. This is exactly what Christ was talking about. We don't even know our own value as a people. We're the ones who's making the hit records. We the ones who have the style. We the ones who have the swagger. We the ones who have the lyrics. We have the skill. But they come in right behind us and capitalize. They know how to capitalize on our God-given gifts. And we don't even understand that what they're doing is just to their benefit and keep it. Because, like, can you imagine if they allowed us to make music that was uplifting, motivating to our people? We would surpass them, and we would realize that we don't even need y'all because we're actually the talent. We're actually the gift. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that the way the system is set up to the point where they don't, like, there's nothing that we could do personally because this system is actually theirs. Like, even if we was to all band together, right? Like, or not us, but like, let's say Jay-Z, Nas, all of the hip hop guys, and they chose to change their life, Kanye and all of them, and they was like, you know what? We're going to start our own record label, whatever the case is. We're going to walk away from the industry. We're going to create our own industry. Best believe that industry wouldn't go anywhere. You know why? Because of this whole beast that we're living in. Like this, they have it so controlled to where, all right, you don't want to do business with us? We'll make sure no radio station play your hits. That's one. You'll get no media coverage. So there'll probably be there's underground artists right now who's making music, but we don't even know that their music is out because they're not getting publicized. So this whole machine of this industry is controlled by a hand.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? Yeah. Anything else you want to say? Because I wanted to go back to that clip.
Oh, nah. Well, let the clip run.
All right, so let me go back to the clip real quick. Let me play that clip. Let me go back to where he was at. Hold on. Let me enlarge the screen. Oh, sorry. Give me, hold on 1 second. All right, here it goes. So I'm going back to the clip. because there's something that I want to bring out from there too. So,
but here we go. We're going back to the journalist argument. They're not reporting what they went through neutrally like a journalist. They are celebrating and glorifying it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Look at all the rap beefs. They glorify and glamorize because conflict sells.
You
see, they glorify it. They glorify the conflicts between rappers because conflict sells. So the rap beef, like the latest rap beef, I don't even know if I could call that a rap beef. What you call it, between Drake and what's this guy's name? What's the guy's name?
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, I'm forgetting his name. Rap beefs back in the day, you knew it was rap beef. This I don't know. I don't know what to call it. But it was magnified because, you know, people like conflict. So that's why a lot of people knew about this last rap beef, right? So they'll put money into that, right? But let me continue.
You benefit from your experience. And I'm talking about you. You benefit from your experience, everything you've studied, everything you researched.
Yeah, but I'm from the ghetto too.
I could do
what
not.
they did.
Yeah,
we're not gangbanging. No, but I could talk about what I've seen.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not even challenging that. I'm just saying you sit here today, Harold. We're all excited and we're all appreciative and cherish the moment
so
we have.
Saying they had to glamorize it.
I'm not saying they had to glamorize it. I'm saying they made
Public Enemy was from the hood, but Public Enemy chose to flip it.
Right, but that's
when
what
I
Chuck
look at
D
it, Big
decided
Daddy
to do.
Kane or Rakim, they was into the gangster shit, but they also had that other side of consciousness with them. I could deal with that because it was a balanced hip hop. The big
you see, he said there was a balance back in the day with the earlier rappers. They would switch it up, so they had a balance. They would talk about consciousness, and they would also talk about the gangster stuff. I don't necessarily agree with the gangster stuff, but at least they had a balance. So, and I guess now he's saying nowadays there's absolutely no balance because what's her name? Sexy Red, right? What's another artist that's out right now that's just pure nonsense? Yaquar. What's another? Chef G. I don't even know.
Yeah, all the drill artists.
All the drill artists.
You can't even go name by name. It's just that whole genre is about killing and destroying our people.
Yeah.
You want to go to the women's side of it. You said Sexy Red already.
Mm-hmm. Suki Hana.
Meg the Stallion.
Mm-hmm. It's a bunch of them.
Ice Spice.
Yeah, it's a lot of them. But all of their music is foolish. Like, to me, I don't care. I don't get, like, for me to, I wouldn't be able to listen to any of their stuff because I'm not learning. Like, I remember when I was coming up, I would listen to rappers for lyrical content, not to dance. Like, what?
Yeah.
I'm listening to the music because I want to hear what you have to say. Right? Back in the day, like listening, like Nas was one of my favorites. I'm listening to Nas because I know I'm gonna get some spiritual, some real lyricism.
Me too.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna get bars. I'm gonna get, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get real lyricism. But what's going on now? I can't. It's so bad to the point where I don't even know the new rappers now. I don't even know who they are. Do I even care who they are? No, I don't care because the music don't make no sense. Like, I feel like your brain cells is not fully developed if you listening to this stuff. Like,
and plus they lowered the bar of what makes a rapper nice now to the point that anybody could do it. So that's why you don't have anybody that has any true talent or any lyrical ability because everybody's doing it now. Because when every rapper sounds like they didn't even pass high school, I could do that too. I could rap like that. I can make a song like that, you know?
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. But let me play it because there's a point that I wanted to get.
It was a balanced hip hop. It's full tilt now.
I don't know if that I don't know if that's true based on just the level of music that everyone has access to. Right? If you have access to this much music.
Defend it? I'm gonna give you the same argument I gave them about Drake not coming out telling everybody he black. Why defend it, and why not just make them accountable?
I think because like I said earlier,
You see, he's asking why defend it and just not hold them accountable for destroying our community, basically. And that's something that none of us actually do. Like our people, we don't do it. We don't consider hip hop as being a reason to why our communities is so destroyed. Like we're not holding hip hop accountable for the destruction that we see in our neighborhoods, that we see in the schools with the little kids, the teenagers. We're not holding hip hop accountable. That culture.
I think the conversation is deeper, and we're going to need someone like you and other like-minded people that are going to be able to have that conversation outside of the white gaze.
I hear what you're saying.
Where because this is layered, right? The same issues we talk about just within the black community and how the mental struggles and the PTSD that you talk about, all of that, it's all prevalent
But
in
I
hip-hop.
don't think it's ever going to happen. You want to know why?
Oh, I agree with you.
Because the Jewish
I agree.
the
And
Jewish companies,
they got
control the financial
So it'll never happen. But
blueprint of hip hop.
I'm with you.
Nobody wants to be on the other side of not making money. And because of that, everybody's going to turn a blind eye.
Which means the grace needs to come. Which means the grace needs to come within. But like I said,
All right, so we all understand that part. We all understand that there's never going to be a change in hip hop because of the people that's controlling it. Right? We're just the face of hip hop, but we're not controlling, and that's the sad part too. Hold on, let me put this on the screen as well too. Let me put you back on the screen as well. That's the sad part when it comes to us as a people, right? We don't even care that we don't control the talent that we have. And our people, like we're the only people who don't even consider that. We don't even consider that, yo, we're really the talent, but we don't even have control over the talent, and we don't understand. We don't even ask why is that. We just going with the flow. We're just going with the flow,
and that's with anything but outside of hip hop. I know we sticking on hip hop for now, but it's sad is that the Most High really put a curse on us that it's with everything. It's not only with just hip hop, it's with sports. Remember that time when that guy, what's his name? Donald Sterling, that owned the Clippers. He was talking bad about the players.
The athletes, to his girlfriend.
Yeah, we're the face of the NBA. We're the face of NFL, but who's the people who's making the most money that don't have to injure themselves to make the money?
Right. And what he was telling his little girlfriend, he's like, I don't want you taking pictures with these N-words.
Yeah, I don't want you taking pictures of the N-word. She said, oh, you treated them like they're your property. He said, they are my property. He said, I give them food to eat. I give them a place to sleep. I was like, wow. They looking at us as if we're cattle. But
the thing is, in the inside, when they all sitting together, whatever the case is, that's what they know we are. We're their like if you sign a contract, that the owner of the contract owns you. Because I gave you the contract and you contracted with me. So because you contracted with me, you're obligated now to hold up your end of the contract. Right? That's contract law. Wherever there's no law, so wherever there's no contract, there's no law, and vice versa. Right? So if I contract with you, by law, you owe me this because you signed it. So that means I own you. That's why they're called owners. NBA owner. Like, what do you think? They're owners. They own you. You own. Like, yeah, they paying you millions. Yeah, you could have a $200 million contract, $200 million contract, $300 million, $50 million contract. You could have that.
Yeah.
But there's somebody on the other end who has that amount of money to sign off to pay you. That's the person with the real power. The one who's signing the checks, who's able to give you that. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back to my point. Like I don't know why we don't think like that. Like why our people don't think, we're the people with the talent, but there's somebody who's benefiting off of me. Like, I don't control what I do. It's just crazy.
And the other thing is, whenever these people who are owners are making money, they're making money with passive income. They don't have to do anything for the rest of their lives to make money. Once you own that team, you can just sit back and just chill. But it's the same thing in the music business. When a record executive owns your masters and your publishing, they don't have to go and do shows like how these musicians do. They can just sit back, let you make the music, and I own it. As long as it gets radio play, as long as that these songs are featured in movies, I'm always going to make money because I own the song.
Yeah.
You don't even own the song you recorded.
And not just that, you don't even own the song you wrote. You wrote it. That's the crazy. Like, I always be thinking about that. I'm like, yo, the thought that I don't even own something that I created out of my mind. Like just, brothers and sisters, I want y'all to think about that. How diabolical Esau is. I know that the curses is on these people, so they don't own nothing. But I'm going to make it where I'm going to control even what they create. We don't even look at the curses to that extent. Like, yo, when the Most High said we're going to be he shall be the head and we're going to be the tail, that's talking about in everything, man. Like how do you come up with a system where I can create something and I still don't own it? That is crazy. That is diabolical. Like, I don't know. I don't even know if people even think that far ahead. Let me look at the chat. Reek Judah said, you don't even own your own thoughts. That's crazy. Seriously. Oh my gosh.
Seriously.
Yo. But to me, it's just crazy. Like, when you think about it, and it just shows that hip hop is not really benefiting us as a whole. And that's the part that I wanted to get to. Let me see if I could fast forward it to that part. And then, because I want to play, there's other videos that I want to play, and we could conversate on. But I wanted to.
We getting too hyped. We gotta let the videos run.
Yeah, I know. It's so much thoughts. Like, is this a conversation that, you know what I mean, need to be had? But let me see if I could fast forward it to the part where I wanted to get.
It is one of the straight from.
I don't care how old they are. Why aren't the OGs checking them then? Two of those gangsters, two of them. Absolutely, because I got two schools and one about to open. You damn right.
But if no one can benefit from the schools, what's the difference? As of right now, in this moment, if no one can benefit from said school,
it's a big difference,
then how is it
because
different
even though the children can't go to the school right now, you're talking to a man who saved more black children from the school to prison pipeline than any black man ever walk in this country. So I'm still relevant.
Well, we don't really know that for sure, so I'm just gonna say that. Right? He could say that, but we got to fact check that.
How many he saved from the school to prison pipeline?
Everyone he's employed.
How many people he employed? I bet you I say
from Rock Nation to Rockefeller.
But my point is, to whom much is given, much is received. I'm not a billionaire. He's a billionaire. You understand? So, to your point, you can't compare him to me because I'm not a billionaire. A billionaire gave out some charity. That's not enough.
Makes sense.
Billionaires should be building institutions, not giving out charity.
That makes a lot of sense to me. And and brothers and sisters, he's talking about, what's his name? Jay-Z. He's a so-called billionaire, right? With being a black man, and not just him. There was a point in time where Kanye was labeled as a billionaire. The title being a billion. If you know what a billion is, if I'm a billionaire, you know, there's a lot of things that's at your disposal, just being a billionaire. So he should, like, people who are billionaires and they're saying they're for their own people, they're part of hip hop. What are they actually contributing to the people that they're benefiting from? Because if it wasn't for the people or the connoisseurs like us, right, or the consumers, I should say, like us, who listen and stream their music, that billion would not be a billion if they didn't have the support behind it. So what are they doing to give back? He's saying that he said that Jay-Z gives back to charity. All right, charity is nice, but we need more than charity. Giving a couple of dollars away for a tax write-off is not really helping the community that you're actually destroying. But
And I like Jay, so this is not about Jay. We could talk about Tyler Perry, we could talk about Puff, we could talk about Serena, we could talk about Rihanna, we could talk about Tiger Woods, Bob Johnson. We could talk about any billionaire. We're just using Jay as the example. My point is, if you a billionaire and you ain't built no institutions for black people, what are you really doing?
That I'll give you.
Real question.
That I'll give you. But I cannot.
And we can go bigger than that. We just sort of celebrated 50 years of hip hop.
Here's
what has been.
Here is it right here. This is what I wanted. This is what I want y'all to listen to. He said we just celebrated 50 years of hip hop. Right? Let me play it back just a little bit because I got too ahead of myself.
Years of hip hop. What has been the sum benefit to black people of 50 years of hip hop?
Outside of economic advancement?
What was the economic advancement of black America because of hip hop?
It's the biggest export. Everybody in the black community.
I'm gonna ask you again.
Yes, sir.
How did black America benefit from 50 years of hip hop? And don't give me individual rappers. That's called tokenism and bourgeoisie.
I won't give you tokenism. I will give you
benefited as a people from hip hop.
Advancements in fashion.
How? Fashion. That's not nothing.
Advancement in fashion? Yeah, come on, we can't be serious now. Hip hop benefit. Yo, and I feel bad for this brother right here. He's trying his hardest to defend hip hop so bad that he said advancement in fashion. What is that doing for the black race? For the black, what is that doing for the black man, woman, and child? Fashion? The fact that I could put on a pair of Jordans?
You can't eat Jordans when you ain't got nothing to eat. You can't put.
And you see, but that's the thing with our people. We're okay with having a fashionable, high-priced belt, but then I'm walking into a pissy elevator in the projects with trash all over me. I don't care because I have on this belt that tells me that I'm something. That's the delusion of our people, which is crazy to me. And he said the advancements of fashion. So let me keep playing. Let me stop cutting off. Hit that like button, brothers and sisters. Let's get this thing going.
I can't let you have that. That one I can't let you have that.
We don't control fashion.
Anyone that's able to make money.
He said we don't control fashion, and we actually don't. Like, we seen what happened to Kanye West. Like, he had to play ball with you know, with the rainbow people to be a part of that, and they still blocked him out.
Yeah,
Adidas, Gucci. Was it Gucci he was trying to, or was it Balenciaga? Which one was it?
He was in trying to do partnerships with Louis Vuitton.
Yeah,
The Gap, Nike, Adidas.
You remember there was a time where he was calling himself the Louis Vuitton Don, remember?
Yeah. I remember that he had the Louis Vuitton backpack too.
And you see, that's the crazy. He was a walking billboard for Louis Vuitton. And I wonder, when he was calling himself the Louis Vuitton Don, was he getting paid? Because you know how many people went and bought Louis Vuitton because of him? And it goes back to my original point that we are the prize. We are the salt. Without us, they don't have a market.
They don't.
And he was marketing them like, yeah, Louis Vuitton Don. Look, they don't even want Louis don't want to do no business with you, sir. Okay, so let me continue letting this dude talk, man, because it get bad.
Any black person that's able to make a living in an industry,
bro, how many is that? The labels that
it's way more
wear
now.
White people labels.
It's way more now than what was going on.
But that's not a real benefit.
I would disagree.
I'm gonna try to pause some of it because he does a lot of cursing in this.
How is Black America benefiting from fashion? What are we talking about?
Any advancement in fashion for black
people. How do we benefit
people
from fashion, bro?
But those same companies just came out. What was the company that came out and they're boosting up their prices for bags by like thousands of dollars?
LVMH.
Yeah, that's not beneficial to black people.
Yeah.
So
you're missing what I'm saying. When hip hop comes, hip hop is an entire culture. Our fashion, the way we walk, the way we talk.
How is that a benefit to black America?
Because now people who didn't have access to jobs in the fashion black people specifically, who didn't have access to jobs before the explosion of hip hop. 50 years
these
ago.
white companies that make billions of dollars.
Forget the white companies. I'm talking about black-owned companies that have come.
Who? How many?
Fubu, Carl Kanai.
I'm getting out of here.
What?
Who the fuck wearing Fubu and Carl Kanai in 2024?
You said
He said they brought up Fubu and Carl Kanai. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of the younger people in this generation don't know what Fubu is or Carl Kanai. Those were brands that was good in the 90s.
Yeah, I know about both of them. Both of them is from New York too.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody in 2024 is wearing Carl Kanai because of hip hop. If you see me with a pair of Carl Kanai jeans, pray for me. Like what? Carl Kanai, Fubu. Yo, when Fubu came out, it was
for those who don't know, those were brands where Tupac was in their ads.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Fubu had LL Cool J.
Yes. He was one of the big poster boys for them. You see what I'm saying? For us, by us. That was the name of Fubu.
Yeah.
Right. And I think the owner of Fubu, he's part of Shark Tank. That he's still a millionaire. I think.
He still has it. I think he let somebody buy it out. As usual. But he still makes money.
Yeah. He because he's on Shark Tank, like giving out deals and stuff like that. But again, it goes back to his point that it was on an individual level. It wasn't benefiting the whole community. See what I'm saying? So let me go back because he was trying to get up on out of here. Hold on.
You're moving the goalpost. You're moving the goalpost. You said in 50 years.
Oh, come on.
You said in 50 years.
You reaching, bro. You reaching.
Yeah,
that's not you though.
That is a reach. What?
You said in 50 years.
50 years.
What has transpired?
This
ninja went back late 80s.
No.
This is crazy. No. Yes, it is.
Yes,
it
is.
But it's not as obvious. It's not where it was before. But the advancement that those four men.
Boom, boom, boom.
So 50 years, you had on a Fubu jacket and some Carl Kanai.
No, listen.
And for the billions that hip hop make, I'm supposed to be content with that.
I didn't say be content.
All right, that's it on that because he gonna get crazy. Y'all can watch this if y'all want. Just type in "Heat and Debate" with Dr. Umar Johnson is gonna come up. But I just wanted to bring up that point, brothers and sisters, to show you the mindset of our people. Like he asks a real question. Like we just celebrated 50 years of hip hop. We had 50 years of hip hop, and in 50 years. What was the advancement for black people? And to be honest, there was no advancement. And guess what? That's exactly where they want us to be. Not advancing, but destroying each other and keeping us under their foot. Like how Christ said it would happen. Right? What you got to say on that, Ak?
Oh, man. I got a scripture.
Nah, go ahead. Bring it out.
Hold on. Let me pull it up real quick.
Bring it out. And brothers and sisters, hit that like button because right now we're talking about what has hip-hop done for us, for the black community, for the children of Israel. What has it done for us? And while did you find the scripture yet? Or
yeah, I got the scripture.
All right, we're real. All right, now go ahead. Bring out the scripture. I'll hold my.
All right, you say what you want to say first. I'll bring it.
All right, because like I don't want to take it somewhere else. That's the reason why I didn't want to say it.
All right, so let me bring it out.
Go
so
ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 6.
Yeah.
My people hath been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. The people who were supposed to be the ones to guide us and be the leaders of our communities have let us go to multiple different directions. Did they do it purposely? No, but they have been bought out themselves.
Right.
Now, when we go to, let's keep going. They said they have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from the mountains to hill. Now, think about that, brothers and sisters. A mountain is taller than a hill. The Most High is trying to use that as a metaphor to say, my people have gone from being the peak and the height of all the other nations in the earth down to a hill. And he listen to what he said. He said, they have gone to the hill. They went down purposely. They chose to go to that position. And we're going to keep reading. It says, they have forgotten their resting place. Verse 7, this is the key right here. All that found them have devoured them. So all the people who have took us captives, the people who have seen us in our low estate, did not think to help us. They devoured us, right? Their adversary said, we offend not. Meaning, they said, we didn't do nothing wrong. Us taking advantage of their talents and their gifts, we didn't do anything wrong. Why? Because they have sinned against the Most High. The habitation of justice, even the Most High, the hope of their fathers. So the reason why hip-hop has benefited us, because anything we do now from now on is not gonna proceed, it's not gonna elevate, because we have sinned against the Most High. And we can't even look at them like they're wrong. Because they said we didn't do nothing wrong. We just took advantage of them and they did something wrong. They sinned against the Most High. So I yield with that.
No, that scripture was right on, because and it's gonna go to the next video that I'm gonna play, right? And I'm gonna just play it now, because since since you brought out that scripture,
Bring it out.
how they know we're the people that sinned against the Most High. That's why they could use us. That's why there will never really be no real benefit for our community or our people as a whole when it comes to hip hop, when it comes to this music industry. It was never created for us to benefit off of. We're the tail, right? So I'm gonna show this video. Like I said, shout out to Officer Jimmy, who sent this to me right before the broadcast, and is right on
Shalom,
point.
Officer Jimmy. Good looking, man.
Yeah, look, yo, y'all, when y'all see this, it's gonna be like, yo, this video is really bringing that scripture that you just read to life. Like, these people, they know, and they're mocking us. And let me show this video, man.
Fair use.
Yeah, fair use, of course. Your car, you might have to watch it on the side, or I guess
Now I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, yeah. So let me go. So it's from a song. It's from a song by Rick Ross. It's called "The Devil Is a Lie." Really? I wonder if he really believes that. Let me see. Let me go to the time point of the clip, because I don't want to play too much of it. I don't even know if I should even play the audio. I'll play the audio. Let me show you this now, guys. I want you guys to see this, right? So this is crazy. This is gonna blow y'all away. And I didn't see this. You know what I mean? Like, I had stopped watching music videos a long time ago. Certain music videos, I didn't even know certain songs that's out. I'm like, yo, I didn't even know they did a video to this, because I'm out the loop sometimes. But I want you guys to take a look at this. This is crazy. It's like,
I remember this song, but I never, like you said, I didn't even know they had a video.
Yo, me neither. But I want y'all to see what they did in the video, though, bro. Like, this is crazy. So we see. Should I play the audio or not? I don't need to play the audio, right?
Yeah, you got to play the audio. They know you already said the name of the song. I don't want you.
I don't gotta play the audio, but just look at the visuals, y'all. Right? And like I said, the title of the song is called. Let me get my image out the way so that way you guys can see it clearly. The title of it is called "The Devil Is a Lie," right? By Rick Ross, featuring Jay-Z. Take a look at this, brothers and sisters. You can't make this stuff up. So you got the image at a Catholic church. We got Roman Catholic priests. Boom. Y'all see that? It happened so quick. Look. It's right on the screen. You see that, Yaquar? It's probably a delay where you at. But you see that?
Sorry, I was on mute, but wow.
Look. Out of all the scriptures in the Bible, they could have used. They put it right on Deuteronomy 28.
Wow. You can't make this stuff up.
You can't make this up. So it's like, and look at the title of the song, "The Devil Is a Lie." The devil is a lie, and you putting this on the screen. Like,
And it's funny,
what are they trying to say?
When you're not aware of certain things, these things won't even like click in your mind.
It
Praise
won't.
the Most High that He blessed us with the wisdom and the knowledge that we could see something like this and we could connect the dots. But for a person who's don't know who we are as a people, probably never read the Bible, Deuteronomy 28 is just a regular chapter in the Bible to them.
Right, exactly. They don't even know the magnitude of what Deuteronomy 28 means for us.
Mm-hmm.
But the handlers and the people, because they just singing the song.
Mm-hmm.
There's music directors who put this stuff together. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Cause let me see something real quick. I don't know if this was their video. I think hold on.
What page is it on?
I don't even know. Jimmy, if you can call in. If you listening to this, call me. Just call my personal number and I'll bridge you in and you could explain this. But I believe it's Jewish people. I don't know. And in the video they put this in there. Like, does it, like, you can't make this stuff up. Let me go back right there. Right? You got it here. You got the Catholic priest. Oh, here Jimmy calling right now. Hold on. Right there. See that? Shalom.
Shalom, man.
Shalom. Yeah, shalom, everybody. Officer Jimmy on the line. Officer Jimmy.
What's going on? Yeah, no, so that's the official music video.
Oh, that's the
now,
for real?
That's the official music video, yeah. So, you know, what I got out of it is that I think that what they're showing you blatantly that though you see the puppets, which is Ross and Jay-Z, and you see these musicians, but they're the ones that's behind the content of the music. You understand? So this is all subliminal.
Right.
All these things subliminal. And then if you watch the whole music videos, it's a bunch of satanic subliminal images, and it's they know that we are the people. They're mocking the Most High throughout the whole video, mocking the Most High and mocking His children.
You see that?
It's crazy.
You see that?
Like, I peeped this years ago, and I never really seen anybody point it out. And so when I saw your title, I'm like, yo, this will go perfect. I don't know what direction you're going, but this will go perfect with you know, your lesson.
Nah, but all praises, the Spirit moved you to send that to me because, like, yo, this is exactly the direction that I am going to show that there really isn't there's no real benefit for our people, because the people whose benefit off of it, they're mocking us.
Yeah,
they're giving our people pennies compared to what they're getting, and at the expense of the destruction of our own people.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, yo, I really appreciate you bringing that out, man. Like, yo, I don't even know what made you think about that. Like, you was watching that video yesterday. You was bumping some Ricky Ross in the V.
Nah, I literally saw your title, and it's funny because I was watching that interview with Umar the other day as well too, and I came with the same conclusion. Like, listen, you know, they're using the faces of our people. You understand, and they're using the faces of our people, but they're in control, because they wouldn't even sign a person that was even, I don't care how nice a rapper or artist is, they won't even sign somebody rapping about something that's thought-provoking, that's provoking thought of God or whatnot, because they want to control that. They need us to, you know, rap about these things so they can degrade us as a people.
Right.
So you control the content, and then you control the image of the people. You understand?
Nah, that's
a
fact.
So
yeah.
people will look at it like, yo, this is all they rap about. This, and then the other nations who this is the image of Judah. This is the image of the children of Israel. Like, this is all they know. They think that the majority of the people, this is how they are. You understand?
Yeah. And it's sad because our people don't even realize that. They just see it. It's like, oh, this is nice. It's tough. I like the beat. Beat is crazy. Look at the jewelry. Look at all of this. But they don't understand how damning hip hop is to our communities, our cultures. Yeah, man.
Right.
And the fact that they blatantly put that on the screen, and it's like you gotta be like your Officer Your Call was saying, you gotta know what that scripture means to even understand how crazy that is. Regular people watching that video is like, okay, just putting the Bible on the screen, but come on, really?
Yeah, because you got to remember, this song came out back in like I think 2012 or something like that. So Israelites wasn't really a talk at that time, like in the mainstream. So they're like, people just go right past it. But looking back at it, it's like, yo, this is crazy.
This is crazy. It's insane.
Super crazy.
Like for you to just blatantly and they be trying to make it seem like we're crazy, like we don't know what we're talking about. Like, yeah, we just made up. But but they blatantly put the subliminals everything pointing back to us. Because like when you even when you talk about the scriptures, the only people using Deuteronomy 28 as a reference is Israelites.
Is Israelites.
Right. That's true. The Christian church ain't doing that. So who are you talking about then? You're talking about God's people. And not only that, we're not. I just forgot my point. But go ahead. You had something. You was gonna say something before.
No. That was pretty much it. Just wanted to bring that out and just to show, man. Like, listen, we not in control of hip hop. Hip hop, we shouldn't. Because a lot of people like to say, like, yo, hip hop is our culture. That's not. You got to understand what culture is. Culture is something that we practice as a people, like our forefathers and our. This is something that our from generation that we've done. This is not our culture. It can't be part of our culture. It only does what because it can't be our culture because we don't control it. And that's what Dr. Umar was trying to say. Something can't be part of our culture that we don't control.
Right.
You understand? So yeah, we gotta that's why we gotta create a new genre, listen, that's why with all the truth music, like I be telling people, cause I do Uber and I be bumping the music, Shadaiwan, Naviel's, Hebrew Fresh, and they're like, yo, what is this, man? And I'm like, yo, this is what's the genre? I'm like, this is truth music. And they're like, truth music? You understand? So now it's a new spectrum. It's a new spectrum of music that people don't even really know about. Right. I'm like, yeah, follow him on SoundCloud, So that's why it's our job to give the people something, because the people want to hear something. They like hip hop or not, but they just need to hear it in the light. You understand? And that's our job to do. And the brothers and sisters from the body has been doing an amazing job of bringing, like the righteous music and bringing that light. So all praises to the Most High, man.
All praises be to the Most High, man. Appreciate you, my man, Officer Jimmy, brothers and sisters. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I mean, Jimmy, you can stay on if you want, but you might have to mute me in the background.
I'm gonna log out. I'm gonna watch on the YouTube.
All right, Con.
But I appreciate you bringing me on. All right, I love y'all. Shalom, family.
Love you too, bro. All right,
love you too, Wak. Appreciate you.
All right. Yeah. So praise the Most High that he sent that clip because, like, yo, it's evident.
That was deep. That was deep.
Super deep. Like, out of all the scriptures you could have used, you're using Deuteronomy 28.
28, yeah.
Clearly showing that you're mocking God's people, you're mocking us, and but guess what though? They think that we will never come to full age. They got another thing coming. What the Most High is doing with our church in particular, and with all of the brothers and sisters worldwide, we were actually seeing the valley of dry bones. We're actually seeing it come to pass. So some people might argue and say, wait, but hold up though. Hip hop has done some good things. For me, I would say the only thing that I could say, and it's like what that young brother was saying. Fashion, right? It gave us, some sense of fashion. But as far as social, like the social engagement between children or youth, I think it influenced that part of our lives. It gave us that sense of, I can't even call it, like how Officer Jimmy was saying, I can't even call it culture, because we've been so normalized to call hip hop our culture that if we're calling hip hop our culture, that means we're saying the drug use is our culture.
Yeah.
The fornication is part of our culture. The black on black crime, the killings is part of our culture. So that's what we say.
The disrespect of women.
The disrespect of women is part of our culture. So if we saying hip hop is part of our culture, we're taking all of it. It's like how Dr. Umar Johnson was saying, it's like, don't pick and choose. It's either you got to take all of it or none of it. You know what I'm saying? You had another point, because there's another video I wanted to play.
I mean, if somebody wants to make the point of hip hop has advanced us in fashion, I mean, it goes back to what Dr. Umar said. Like, what is the advancement of fashion done for us as a people?
Right.
It only let people know that we have good sense in colors, in
style,
color schemes, and that's it.
Yeah.
The one thing I would say that hip hop has done positive for us, it allowed us to have a voice to speak on certain issues that we wouldn't probably normally speak on. But I can't even say that that's entirely hip hop. That's music in general. Because when you look at songs like What's Going On by Marvin Gaye, that was a hip hop, and he was still able to speak on certain things that were going on in society. So I can't even say that.
And honestly, I believe that a lot of it was more destructive than it was productive.
I agree. I definitely agree.
Matter of fact, let me put this on the screen before I play another video. I want to put this on the screen. I want you guys to see this. I took the liberty to show this. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Look at this list of murdered hip hop musicians, and the fact that this is even a statistic is crazy. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Hopefully, I hope y'all can see it on y'all screen, right? But look at this. So it says this is a dynamic list, and may never be able to satisfy particular standards of completeness. So it's basically not complete, because it's probably way more. So this is a list going back all the way to 1987. So this is going back to 1987. So can we use that date or the early 80s as a marker from when hip hop started changing our people? Because like when did the gangster rap really take off? Like in the early 90s, right?
Late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, like 90, 91 with Snoop Dogg, Death Row Records. That like 91, 92, that's when hip hop really started taking that gangster mantra, right? So we got as early as August 27th, 1987. So this person named Scott LaRock.
Yeah, he was part of.
He was what?
He was part of what's the name of that group? He was with KRS Boogie Down Productions.
Boogie Down Productions.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, look. Yeah, you're right. Place of death, New York City. Age at death, 25. Brothers and sisters. 25-year-old man. Cause of death, shooting. Paul C. 1989. Age of death, 24. Place, New York City. Cause of death, shooting. Danny D. Boy Rodriguez, 1990. Look at the age of death, y'all.
22.
22. Come on now. Texas, shooting. It goes on and on and on. Look at this person. Charisma, 1993. Age, 20 years old. Shooting. Look at this. Look at this one right here. Tupac. This is one we know we all know him. Famous. September 13th, 1996. How old was he when he died? Supposedly. For all my conspiracy theorists who think he's still alive. 25 years old. Cause of death, drive-by shooting. We could go on and on. G Slim, 1996. Age of 21, shooting. Notorious B.I.G., 1997. Age 24. Drive-by shooting. All of these young men not even reaching the age of 30. Right? Look at this. Look at these. Look. So now we getting 2012. Look at this. And the list goes on and on and on. But look at all of the cause of deaths, y'all. Look at all of the cause of death. For all of these rappers from 1987 to our current time. The latest one, Julio Fulio, with a name like that. June 23rd. This is recent. 2024. Yeah. 26 years old. Tampa, Florida. Shooting. So this is this the result of hip hop? Is this what we're glorifying? Is this what we want to aspire to be? Like, is this the reason why they're incentivizing us to push this type of genre of music? Because look what it's doing. Our young men that's supposed to be leading the nation, losing their lives at such a young age, not even becoming a full grown man yet. It's not until you're in your 30s where you could say, all right, I'm a man now. Barely reaching the age of 30, these young men is dying. You see what I'm saying? These young men are dying. And let me read this also. I'm in the book of Deuteronomy. I'm gonna use the book that they put on the screen. See, a lot of people don't even know that book that they put on the screen was telling us how we would be as a people.
Yeah.
From these curses. So look, I'm in Deuteronomy 28. I'm gonna go to verse. Give me a second. Give me a second, because it's further down. I'm in Deuteronomy chapter 28. I'm gonna start right here. I'm in Deuteronomy 28 and 54. Right? Listen to this. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Yeah.
Right? So I wanted to read that and to show that the Most High was letting us know that this is how we would treat each other. And the hip hop culture teaches that.
Yeah.
It teaches you how to be evil towards your other brother. Yo, in these songs you hear, if you ever look at me wrong, I got something from, drill music, whatever the case, whatever lyrics that they put, you know what I'm saying, where, to incite evil thinking towards your brother, right? The promiscuous lifestyle, right? Causing men to step out on their wives and making these songs that make men fantasize, not just men but women as well too. All of these sexually explicit lyrics And it's not just in hip hop. It's R&B. Yo, I remember there was a time where R&B was about love. Was really about love. Now it's about just getting it on, like one night stands. Like, yo, it don't matter who. It don't matter. We could do it anywhere. It don't matter nothing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, how is this culture benefiting us? Like, and this is the point. There was a point that I wanted to bring out that Dr. Umar Johnson said in that presentation. And like I said, like, you know, his beliefs and his views is not tied to this church, but you know, he made some valid points. And one of the valid point, he asked a brother who said hip hop has brought fashion to our people. And he was claiming that was a benefit for our people. I don't know how, but then Dr. Umar Johnson asks, like, where's the bank of hip hop? Like, because he's talking about real, and he's like, what's the economics for black people? Where's the bank of hip hop? How come none of these artists said to themselves, like, yo, we're gonna build a bank where only that's gonna benefit our people? But the thing is, what he was trying to show, or what he was alluding to, was that hip hop really has not contributed to any advancement to our people.
Not at all. Even, like, think about it. Every other company where people work for have a retirement plan, well, any good company has things set up for them, so when they're finished working at that job, they can, like, sit back and relax. You got artists who's like 50 and up that's still out there doing shows because they have to.
Yeah, and that's
not because they want to,
right.
Because they have to.
That's the crazy part. You would think that that number one hit that they had back in the days would be able to set them straight for life.
Or they could have took that money, invested into some type of IRA where they, like, you know, I'm gonna let this build up. I could retire for the rest of my life, or for one hit.
These brothers,
if somebody owns your masters and owns your music, how can you do that?
You can't. And these brothers got to be on tour with a cane and barely could see, with a Jerry curl that don't even look like it's curled anymore.
When they had that anniversary for 50 years of hip hop, I'm seeing artists.
You watched it?
No, I didn't see it. Like, it was on the news and they're showing clips, and I'm like, some of these artists is like, of course I'm younger, but I know of them, of hearing the other rappers that was around my era speak on them, and they were their influence. I was like, these rappers are still rapping? They still on stage?
Because they have no choice. They have to make ends meet. And it's sad, like I was saying, they came up with the inspiration. They came up with the lyrics. They put the time in the studio. And they don't even own the work of music that they've put out. It's crazy. We get nothing in return. And it brings me to this scripture. Let me read it real quick in Ezekiel.
Bring it out.
I think I brought this up not too long ago. Ezekiel 16, where the Most High was saying this. He said, let me read it. Ezekiel chapter 16. I'm going to start at verse 33. He says, wait, matter of fact, no, is this the one I want to read? Let me see. Give me 1 second. All right. Matter of fact,
Ezekiel chapter 16 is a heavy chapter.
Yeah, it's a real heavy chapter. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna right here. Ezekiel 16 and 33. He says, "They give gifts to all whores, but thou givest thou gift to all thy lovers, and hirest them, and they may come unto thee on every side for thy whoredom." So it's like the nations know that these are a people that we could use and abuse. Yep. And guess what? We don't even gotta do nothing. They're just gonna give it to us freely.
Yeah.
Right? And it says, And the contrary, verse 34, and the contrary is in thee, for other women in thy whoredom, whereas none followeth thee to commit whoredoms, and in that thou givest a reward, and no reward is given unto thee. Therefore thou art contrary. So it's like the Most High knew that about our people, that we're the only people that give and don't expect nothing to receive.
And don't expect nothing to receive anything. Oh my goodness.
Like we just giving it, we give it out freely. And don't feel no way that we don't get the proper respect that we're due, the proper respect that we deserve. You see what I'm saying?
It's bad. Like you said, it's become so much a part of our culture now that when Kamala Harris is running to get our people to vote for her, she's using hip hop artists. Usually when any other person who's a candidate in an election, they're going to go to the representative of that person's community needs. Usually somebody that is an activist or somebody that does community work. The people who represent our community that they're going to is our musicians.
Matter of fact, you're right. And it goes back to the point that I was saying in the beginning. If you want to make a point, you want to teach something, you want to put something on a large scale and get everybody to follow it, put it in the form of a song, right? Let me speaking on that point, I gotta pull this up. I gotta pull this up. How you even spell this lady's name? All right, here it goes. And it's this, and I seen two. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up this first one first. Hold on. What's that chick name? All right. Let me pull this one up first. Where we at? Here it goes. I gotta show y'all this because it's insane.
In the mall with him, I'ma have a ball with him. Somebody call Rihanna, I'm about to draw with him. He with the stage cause he in the wild with him.
Okay, so y'all see the Kamala signs in the background. What does Megan Thee Stallion have to do with Kamala Harris? This we talking about politics. I want to know what you're about to do for this country. You're showing me what you're about to do with this country. Right here.
Legs on his head, now he love cars with him. You'll never catch me calling these men daddy. I ain't lying, mama.
The white people in the background look scared. They don't even know they don't know if they should cheer or throw rocks.
Make him happy. Lifestyle winner, tank fitter. It never happened if the wasn't happened. I'm a hot girl. I do hot.
I'm a hot girl. I do hot things. I'm a hot girl and I do hot things. Matter of fact, it get worse. So she brings her out, right? All right, and let me show y'all this one. I seen this one this week. Look at this. Let me see if I can find it. Favorite rapper. I don't know if y'all seen this interview. So she was asked. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. She said Tupac is the greatest rapper alive, and he's dead.
Yeah. Well, Bubba, these are those moments that we love. Speedy secondhand embarrassment for you coming up. Yeah, yum.
But no, I don't want to. I don't know who y'all are, but this they look like a good show. But I want to get the actual. All right, right here. Here it goes. Look at this, y'all. Look at this.
One-liners, but hopefully.
And mind you, she had Megan Thee Stallion at her rally, but she couldn't answer who is her favorite rapper or who's the best rapper alive.
We can get you ready and most comfortable today. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
I am well, Angela. It's so good to see you. And I just want to thank everybody, Chairman Russell, for that introduction. Thank you for mentioning not only the head of the NAACP, but also my pastor, Dr. Amos Brown.
Her pastor, Dr. Amos Brown. Now you see, this is they know exactly how to use our people and to get us to be with them. This lady don't go to no dang church. She don't got no pastor. If y'all believe this lady's a Christian or she goes to church, you're being bought. Or you're being sold a lie. So she's saying now she has a pastor now.
Thank you to Derek Johnson for your ongoing leadership. We talk so often these days about the importance of everything that is at stake and making sure everyone's voice is heard. So it's good to be with everyone. And Angela, it's so good to see you. And I'm good, one day at a time, 39 days before an election that will determine the course of,
Let me fast forward.
What's happening in debate prep is they got to get you in. We want to consider this family time. What do you guys say? What's the little thing you say?
Greetings, soror.
Okay, I want to get to the
Dr.
point.
Houchkin. That is, but no, truly, that is an HBCU experience. Read is one of the first things I do. Mm-hmm.
Favorite thing to cook? The people don't know you can slay down.
Tupac.
Let me get to the meeting.
You say he lives on.
Right here.
He's not best rapper alive.
A
Listen to
roast
this, y'all.
chicken. It's kind of my go-to.
Okay. And then best rapper alive.
Best rapper alive.
Tupac.
He's not. You say he.
Tupac. Let me play that back. Maybe y'all missed it because they asked her who's the best rapper alive. Y'all hearing me?
Best rapper alive.
Jaquar, you hearing this?
Oh, I'm hearing it. I'm
Tupac.
yeah.
All right, let's go back.
It's kind of my go-to.
Okay. And then best rapper alive.
Tupac.
He's not. You say he lives on.
But not a lie. I know. I keep doing that.
You said, listen, West Coast girls think Tupac lives on. I'm with you. So Tupac, keep going.
I keep doing that.
I keep doing that.
Who would I say? I mean, there's so many. I mean,
name one.
There are some that I would not mention right now because they should stay in their lane. But others, I
don't know what that means. I want to know who one of those are.
Keep going. Keep moving.
Okay,
Keep moving, Angela.
All right. That was not supposed to be a.
The stupor being played for the whole world to see. All right? That's exactly what that is. They asked this lady, who's the best rapper alive? She says Tupac, y'all. Like you can't make this stuff up. And this is how you know they don't care nothing about no hip hop. They're using it as a horse and pony show for us to come and support them.
That's exactly it.
And it goes back to the scripture. We giving gifts to them. Mm-hmm. Guess what, y'all? When you go to the polls and you cast your vote, your ballots, that's a gift. It's free. You don't gotta pay for it. You giving them a gift. Mm-hmm. You're gifting them your vote so that way they could be in office. So you're giving a gift of putting you're casting your vote in the ballot. And you're not getting nothing in return from that.
Nothing in return.
But you getting Megan Thee Stallion talking about something, I'm a boss, and you got Kamala Harris talking about some Tupac is the greatest rapper alive. She's trying so hard to seem like she's black.
To fit in, yeah.
It's like, come on, in New York, like we know when somebody is trying too hard. Like we would spot you, like, you'll go hard. Like, just calm down, chill.
Super go hard.
We would know. We would spot you out like this. Boom, boom, boom. That's why she can't come to New York with that madness. She can't come to New York with that. All right, you could go to all them other states, but you ain't coming to New York with that.
Man, this is where hip hop has us right now, man.
But that's what it is, and I just want, especially our younger brothers and sisters, to understand, like, yo, this hip hop is trash.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm saying that, and I know a lot of your young people, y'all listening to, like, I don't, like I said, I can't quote any lyrics from any of the new artists right now, but overall, it's just getting more and more destructive as we go along.
Yeah,
right? You had a point that you wanted to bring out, because I wanted to show something else, and I'm gonna just might wrap it up just now.
You can bring it out.
All right, so along the lines of the destruction and how I was saying earlier, we showed that. I wanted to show this. For some reason, I found this interesting, right? And it ties into the whole hip hop thing, and this got popularized through hip hop.
Oh yeah, right? Bring it out. RBC.
You see what I'm saying? It says
on the screen.
Mm-hmm. It says why lean became rap's most wanted drug. And that's the thing. Like, why does this have to be connected to hip hop? Why does it have to be connected to rap? And like I said, a lot of people don't understand that. That a lot of these artists that we see that's out right now, a lot of them cannot be inspired to just create music without being under certain influences. Certain artists could only make music when they're high. Certain artists can only make music when they're drunk, if they have some type of drug in their system to put them in the place of creativity. Right? In the early 70s and 80s, LSD was that for most people. But it's on another level now. Right? And this and I believe the I don't know what you would say, but I think that the drinking lean started like early 2000s.
Yeah, absolutely.
Early 2000s, especially with 3 6 Mafia, rappers
to
like
be
them.
honest,
Mm-hmm.
It's been out like before that for those who's probably like lives in Texas, because that's what like the state that it started in.
Yeah, lean.
But what, like UGK and all those groups, they were out like in the 90s, but it got popularized like when you got people like Paul Wall, Mike Jones, Slim Thug. Like,
yeah.
That's when I really got onto like 2004.
Right, yeah. 2004, 2005, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and after Pimp C died, off of Drinking Lean.
See? Yeah, Princess Judah said Pimp C.
Mm-hmm.
See, Jordan also, he says Wayne. Yeah, Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne too, yeah, I forgot about him. He was
big on lean. What? He couldn't do a track without being high.
Every time you seen him, he had the double cups.
He had the double cup.
And it's funny, he ended up getting a seizure because of that.
You see that? So I'm going to play this, fair use, right? This from Vice TV. So fair use.
Potion, my favorite potion. Sip, touch my lip till I'm comatose.
And there's something that one of them say in this documentary, which I'm gonna hone in on. I'm gonna read the scripture for it, right?
Double up my cup, discover my lust. You got my attention, but I don't think love is enough. Daddy taught me stand tall, but I'd rather we lean. Tried this shit before I was 17. Turned my lifestyle into a dream. I know it make me think less about the shit that I seen. I know the shit that I seen, most people wouldn't believe it. And if I had the choice, I would leave it.
So, as you can see, they're in the studio. Like you were saying, the double cups, right? To this day, I don't even know why they use the double cup. I'm trying to figure it out. But maybe it's a style. But
I think it's a style, a part of the culture, signifying to somebody like, yeah, like,
I'm
listen,
drinking lean. Yeah.
I got lean in this cup. One cup is probably coffee. 2 cups, you know it's lean.
Right. So they're in the studio drinking lean.
Lean is fucking big as fuck.
Excuse the language.
Everybody sips lean. Or everybody wants to sip lean, let's say that.
Look at this guy. Just look at this guy. He could never go into an interview. Like, look at, like, my thing is, like, with people who have all these tattoos, like fully covered like this, did they ever say to themselves, like, one day I'm gonna be old? And I don't think they do, because I think they are just living for now, because eventually, if the Most High allows you to get old, you know what your skin is gonna look like? You know what your body is gonna look like?
They look disgusting.
But that's the whole. It's all a mirage. This is a mirage right here. What you see him, like, it's not even real. It's, like, they're not thinking real life. Like, they're thinking like for now. But
Everybody wants to sip lean, acts like they sip lean, acts like they know somebody that sip lean, acts like they could get lean, but.
And what about personally, like, what's your experience with lean?
I like lean. Like, I've always liked lean. The first time I sipped lean was with Click Clack, we was in the studio, and I just wanted to sip it because, like, we was already doing drugs every once in a while and stuff like that, smoking, doing other shit, but yeah, like, we wanted to sip lean in the studio, and we made music, and it was fire as fuck.
And lean is it is an opiate, right?
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of niggas in the hood and shit.
So he basically saying the reason why he drank it because it makes him feel good. But who introduced him to that? And like I said, this whole thing is just the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, and that's what. And believe it or not, brother, says this is what we have to overcome. But the enemy knows that as we live in these bodies, we're gonna be subjected to the flesh. So what they have done is magnified the works of the flesh visually to get us to partake in this part of the to take part of this life that we are supposed to overcome, because that's what this whole thing is about. Good versus evil, light versus dark, spirit and flesh. So our purpose living right now is to overcome the flesh like how Christ did. But let's continue.
Niggas don't know that it's an opiate, but then after a while you drink so much, then they want to take perks.
Yeah.
Then they want to start taking Percocets, and then they don't know why they like the perks, and now they addicted to perks.
It tastes good.
Yeah.
If something tastes this good, like, you would think for something to have opiates and all that shit in it, it'd be nasty.
Yeah.
But you put that shit in some Sprite, and it's heaven in a cup.
He said you put it in some Sprite, it's heaven in the cup. And he was just drinking that. So it tastes good. So what is that? It's appealing to the flesh.
It's fucking awesome.
I just can't get past how crazy this guy looks. Like, to me, you have to be under a spirit to look yourself in the mirror and be like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
Like, to just look at this guy's skin. And that's part of the hip hop. But before hip hop, it was part of the heavy metal and rock and roll culture, right? Where it was just about heavy metal, satanic symbols, and bear tattoos. Somehow they merged rock and roll and heavy metal with hip hop. They was able to do it somehow.
Yeah.
But look at this.
It feels fucking awesome.
And
so.
it makes you feel good.
Makes you feel good. It makes you feel like a great version of yourself.
Yeah.
You see what he said? He said it makes you feel really good. That's the part I just wanted to get that part. That's it. He said it makes you feel really good, but what? It makes you feel it makes you feel like a greater person of yourself, a greater version of yourself. And it goes back to what I said. A lot of these artists, they can't create without being on this stuff. But guess what? They think it's them that's creating. But it's a spirit working through them that's working through them, fulfilling its purpose. And they don't even people don't even see that part of it, that spiritual part of the hip hop quote unquote culture.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that they're being used on not just on a physical, but even in a spiritual sense. To walk around looking like that, how that guy was looking.
That's the spirit telling you to do that. They're living through you. Like, let me get these tattoos, destroy this temple.
Look at him.
Let me destroy this temple.
Let me see if I could put his face. He looked crazy. Hold on, let me get it. He looked crazy. Just look at his skin. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even consider that. But go ahead with your point.
No, I was just saying, you can tell it's a spirit because only a spirit will make you want to just destroy your temple in every way. Tattooing yourself, destroying your temple. Using a drug, destroying the temple. And it's crazy because this is how you know that, like you said, hip-hop has got closer and closer to the rock and roll culture as time went on, because in the beginning, not even in the beginning, in earlier hip-hop, who was the people that was glorified? The drug dealers, the people who were selling drugs. Now it's the drug addicts. If you're a drug addict, that's a cool thing in hip-hop.
Right, exactly. I remember growing up in the early 90s in elementary school, there was commercials. I remember, some of you older people, and you probably could all attest to this too, Yaquar, seeing these commercials. Like, I remember that one commercial with saying, "Oh, they show the egg, said this is your brain," and then he cracked the egg and put it in the frying pan and said, "This is your brain on drugs." Yeah, and he said, and then at the end of the commercial, "Don't do drugs." So there was commercials that was leading people away from drugs. There was wholesome stuff back in the early 90s. And as time progressed, it's like the world just got more dark and more satanic. But this is supposed to happen. This is the world that we're living in, right? And as far as what I was saying earlier, how what we're supposed to be battling against, they magnify to lure the young in, right? Galatians 5:17, it says, "For the flesh," this is what we have to always understand, right? "For the flesh lusteth against the spirit." So as long as we're alive, right? As long as you're walking around, your flesh is always going to lust against your spirit. So it's not like there's something wrong with you. It's part of this existence because of the sin of Adam. So with us, well, we understand that, but the world, they don't understand that. So when we see they magnify fleshly things on TV, they glorify and sensualize rap, hip hop, Hollywood. They glamorize it because the enemy knows, or the devil knows, that the flesh is always going to war against the spirit. Let me read it again. It says, "For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would." So with that being said, if the two are always at war, one would always be stronger than the other, depending on how you choose to exercise either or. If I'm exercising my flesh, of course my flesh is going to be stronger than my spirit. So of course, when I see drug use, when I see sexual explicit stuff, when I see or when thoughts come in my mind, or if somebody entices me to do something wrong, by default, your flesh is going to fall to it because that's what you've been exercising. But if your spirit is stronger, you're going to denounce the works of the flesh because you're feeding your spirit. How do you feed your spirit? You stay in prayer. right? You're reading scriptures. You're watching things that are positive. You're listening to music that's positive. You know, and it goes back to what I was saying with the music. Music is very influential, and there's y'all ever notice for those of you guys who drive, a song will come on, and the vibe is good, the music is upbeat, and you just feel yourself wanting to speed and want to cut through traffic.
Speed through,
And then when you catch yourself, and when the music, like, it'd be so crazy, because if your playlist is on shuffle, or if your music is on shuffle, you'll have a crazy song come on and you speeding, and the next track come on and it's like some gospel song and it's some slow song, and you know you don't want to speed no more. You calm, you mellow,
you're taking it easy.
You can't speed to gospel.
You let it skip you in traffic and all that.
Yeah, you're like, you waving them on. Go ahead. You nice. But you got Sexy Red on in your playlist. You got your hair flying in the window. You got the window riding down, sunglasses on, speeding. It's crazy. Music have the power to influence. And music is the devil's greatest tool to use against us.
Absolutely.
To keep us in this low level. Right? Hold on. You had anything else you wanted to bring out? Hold on. Let me read. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. We just got to get to the point where our culture, like Officer Jimmy was saying, we have to push our culture, truth music, and just our culture, period, to the point that people understand that this is really our heritage. Because when the people don't know what their heritage is, they just gravitate to anything that shows any type of greatness. And the only thing that we have to show for ourselves is sports and music.
That's crazy. That's the only thing that we have to say, yeah, this is what we can create. And it's all only entertainment.
That's it. and going back to that scripture in Psalms when it says, God, what it says, but it's like, sing us a song of Zion.
Yeah, I believe it's Psalms 147. I believe
they use this for our entertainment, and we're supposed to be using that to praise the Most High.
Yeah, and it's sad to, like I said, that we're okay with only being innovators of sports and entertainment. But what about being innovators in the medical field, medical science?
That's right.
Right? What about being innovators in business? Why can't we glorify? And not to say that we don't have any of these people amongst us. Yeah, we do. But it's not glorified. It's not glorified because can you imagine that part of black culture being magnified instead of hip hop?
Yeah.
We would have way more doctors, way more lawyers. We would have less crime in our communities.
Absolutely.
We would have less single parent homes. Less black on black crime. And we would all be pushing each other to do better. So in actuality, hip hop is actually doing the reverse of what we need for our communities.
Of everything. When you look at it, check this out. We are the people at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to finances.
Right.
But when you look at hip hop music is a genre of music that popularizes certain brands, especially what you call a high fashion brands that we can't even afford. So we're the people at the bottom of the toilet pole when it comes to fashion. But we're striving to get the highest type of fashion that we can't even afford. The other nation's music doesn't make you feel bad about what you're wearing when you put it on.
Right. No, it doesn't.
And here's the funny thing. We feel so bad about what we're wearing when we listen to music or when we watch these videos that what we do, we go out and commit crimes just to get the Jordan, just to get the Louis Vuitton, just to get the Gucci.
You hit it on the head with that, man.
It's just so many things that it just brings our community down.
And that's such a crazy point that you just brought out. The fact that our people are willing to create or to commit certain crimes just so they could emulate what they're seeing on these social media platforms, on this the music, the hip hop culture, just to seem like they fit in. You're willing to commit crime just to have what that rapper had on. It's crazy. It's super crazy.
It influenced our people so much that nowadays you would see certain young men who have a regular working job looking like rappers.
Yeah.
What happened to back in the day, somebody would just look like a regular person. Now, when they're getting finances, just a little bit of money, getting their whole body full with tats, getting chains on. I'm like,
yo, remember the story you told me?
At McDonald's.
That's what I'm saying. Why you have all that on?
Yeah.
But yo, remember what you told me? I'm gonna keep his name anonymous, about what he said when he got his first city job. You know who I'm talking about. You told me this story. What he was going to do with his...
Yeah. I remember.
Tell the people.
For some individual I know, we sitting around talking about, getting jobs, getting up in life. He looked at me like...
Sad.
He just looked up to the sky. He's like, when I get my first job, and this is a street dude I'm talking about, he said, just gonna spend the first check on a whole bunch of tats. Just a whole bunch of tats. I'm like, not save it, not putting money in your mom hand to help out with rent. Just none but tats. Straight. I'm just like,
yo, when he told me that, I was on the floor because it's insane, the mentality of our people. When you get your first good job, the first thing that you want to do is just spend it all on getting your body covered in ink.
The first check, he said.
He said the first check is going straight to tattoos.
He's like, yeah, that's the first check. I'm like, and I was in the world then, and I thought that didn't even make sense. I was like,
you see what I'm saying? I guess the Most High had his hand on certain people from early, because like, to me in the world that wouldn't even make sense. If I was there, I would have roasted him. Like,
and now think of it. Back in 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, 1980s, even the 90s, that wasn't the first thought for a person. But what? All the rappers started getting tattoos. Lil Wayne, he started popularizing that.
He was the first rapper to start. I don't know if he was the first, but he started getting the tattoos on his face. That was new.
He was the first one with the face.
Yeah, that was new for hip hop.
With the body, I think that was Tupac. Tupac.
Tupac. Yeah, he was because he was always take pictures with his shirt off, and he had the big tattoo that said "Thug Life" across his stomach. Yeah, the tattoo when I started seeing the tattoos on the face, I was like, yo, we moving into heavy metal.
Yeah,
like that's not stuff that we do. You know what I'm saying?
So the regular average black man wouldn't even thought about that 20, 30 years ago. Like, yeah, first check tats, but we all trying to look like rappers because
it's sad.
Those are our idols. Those are the people we look up in our community, because I've heard somebody say this. They was like, yo, I used to look up to the dope dealers because everybody else was struggling. Same thing with the rappers. Anybody who has an honest job in the community, like, I don't want to be struggling like him. So he's making it. Let me just get a whole bunch of tats. I don't know why, but I'm just gonna get them.
And you know when you saying that, you know what that brought to me? Isaiah 1:3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the donkey his master crib. But Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider. And it's so sad. Like, we're the only people that just follow anything that we see. Anything that's a trend or that's been popularized and make you look like you something, you gonna follow that, because why? You don't even consider. You don't even know who you are. You don't even know who your master is. That's the sad thing. And that's just and like I said, I don't care. My stance is that hip hop is one of the biggest contributors to the downfall of our people. And everything else that comes with hip hop. What else came from hip hop? The show Love and Hip Hop. You see?
Even that.
it's a media, it's a so-called reality show, but that stems from hip hop. And when you watch that stupid show, that madness, the trash, it's all showing about drama, who's sleeping with who, this person got beef with this person, or I'm not doing this song, fighting. Like, come on, it's nonsense. And our people that support this don't even see that it's just making us as black people look bad.
Horrible.
Where's the love and hip hop for country music? I'm still waiting for the love and hip hop for country music. Where is that?
Or blues or jazz or
yeah. Why is just hip hop? But and it goes to show that they have to magnify that particular genre because it appeals to us the most.
Yeah.
Because it's all about flesh. We're people that's dealing with our flesh. Right? Anything else you want to say before? Because I wanted to read this last scripture to magnify or to sum up the conclusion of the matter of this conversation.
Nah, bring out the conclusion, man.
Yeah,
I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, it's already getting late. I got to be up early tomorrow morning. I got a training that I'm not looking forward to. So, but, I got to get it done. But I'm in, for the conclusion of the matter, right? This is what I want to say pertaining to the matter. We already boiled down, or we already came to the understanding that hip hop is just magnifying the use of your flesh. From the drug use, the fashion, the lust of it when it comes to promiscuity, all of it. The lust of gaining money, because that's why a lot of the people, they demoralize themselves, right, for a paycheck. They understand, all right, all I gotta do is talk about X, Y, and Z, and I'll get a paycheck. All right, at the expense of my people. All right, at least I'm getting paid. Because the people that you see that's rapping about all of this harmful things in our community, they don't live in our community. These rappers that's rapping about all of this gangster stuff and killing and drugs and all of this and rape and sex and all of this stuff, they do not live where you live. I just want to put that out there. They don't live in your neighborhoods. What they do, they take their money and they go to better neighborhoods. They put their children in all white schools. Their kids get a better education at the expense of your destruction. Y'all got to think about that. So what is the conclusion of this whole matter? I'm in Romans 8:12. It says, therefore, brethren, we are debtors, not to the flesh, to live after the flesh. So we're not debtors to live after the flesh. For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. And I showed earlier the statistics, or not even the statistics, but the number of men that were taken too soon from this earth, and they were all rappers. And the scripture clearly says, for if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live. So this is right here. Paul is telling us that though we live in this body, we live in the flesh, we all have to learn to mortify it. The word mortify means what? To kill it.
Constantly.
Right? We all have to learn to make it like it don't exist almost. So our job is to make sure that our spirit is greater than our flesh.
Yeah.
Because if you're living according to your flesh, the only result of that is death. So he said, read that again, verse 13. For if you live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the Spirit do mortify, so you actually have to use your spirit to help you conquer it. So you can't do it on your own. You got to use the Spirit. And whose spirit? Because not just any old spirit, because any spirit could inhabit you. talking about the Spirit of the Most High, the Holy Spirit, the Rawchaa. It says, but if ye through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live. For as many as are led by the Spirit of the Most High, they are the sons of the Most High. So this is also telling us that you could either be led by the Most High, or you could be led by your flesh. And if you're being led by the flesh, who's leading that flesh? What spirit? It says, verse 15, for ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And if children, then heirs, heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Christ, if so be that we suffer with him. That doesn't mean get your cake too and eat it right now. That means we must go through the suffering. We must let go of everything or walk away from everything to be joint heirs with Christ. Because to be heirs with Christ, meaning you have an inheritance waiting for you in the kingdom. That's what you're waiting for. Our people, we the people that want the instant gratification of right now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna sign that contract. I'm gonna sign that deal. As long as it comes with a few toys like a Happy Meal. Okay? He said, and if we're children of the Most High, then we're heirs. So that means we don't have to worry about not receiving our just due in this kingdom. Who cares? It's dying. This kingdom is going away. It says, heirs of the Most High and joint heirs with Christ, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. And that's what we need to be focused on. That's the conclusion of this whole matter. Hip-hop has done nothing for our people. Hip-hop has not benefited our people financially, mentally, spiritually. Nothing. So why glorify it? Why chase after it? Why try to be a part of it? Like why even have the mentality like, I'm just gonna get my money and just come out. You're never gonna come out, because the money's gonna be so good right there in your face. It's gonna be so hard for you to turn away once you get into that type of lifestyle. Unless you have Christ with you, then you like, all right, you know what? I had enough of this. But brothers and sisters, we trying to be joint heirs with Christ. And Christ said, in my Father's house, I tell you, there's many mansions. You may not have a mansion now, but you will have a mansion come when Christ returns. I don't know about y'all, but that's what I'm looking for. So in conclusion, hip hop has done nothing for us. It has done nothing for the younger generation. Look how many lives were lost through hip hop. Starting from the early 80s, they have a record of all the rappers who lost their life in the name of hip hop. Come on now. Any final words, Officer Yaquar, before we send everybody home? Godspeed.
Nah, you said it. Hit the nail right on the coffin. Let's fight against our flesh and feed our spirit, because the flesh wants the pleasure. The flesh wants the things that sound good, because it's even the flesh that makes us put up and promote that type of music. Oh, it sounds good. It's good to the ear. But if it's talking about killing our people and destroying our people, why are we even promoting it? If you fill ourselves up with the spirit, we would that stuff would sound disgusting to us when we hear it. It should be. But that's all I have to say. I'll yield.
All right, all praises be to the Most High with that. Man, all praises be to the Most High. This was a great show. I'll clap it up again. I want to thank my brother for coming on and assisting me with this broadcast and bringing some great points and you know, another perspective, not just my own perspective, right? I was gonna take calls, but it's getting late and I gotta be up in the morning. But once again, brothers and sisters, you know, the feast is this Shabbat. Please, I also want to put this out there too, right? We're coming into the Feast of Trumpets. What was the purpose? What's the purpose of a trumpet? A trumpet was used in Israel to sound an alarm, right? And depending on what the alarm was for, there was different alarms for different occasions, right? The alarm was set, was called out, right? During the Feast of Memorial blowing the trumpets, they would blow the trumpet to let everybody know it's time to get your life in order. It's time to get your household in order, get yourself in order, because why? 10 days later is the Day of Atonement, where all Israel had to atone for their sins. So the Most High was giving them, he will sound the alarm, and 10 days later, we would go into the Day of Atonement to atone for all of our sins, right? To be forgiven for the next upcoming year, right? And then right after that, we did what? We went right into tabernacles, into the wilderness, where the Most High was pleading with our forefathers face to face. So you guys, brothers and sisters, understand that, yeah, we're gonna have a good time at the feast. It's gonna be a great time.
Yeah.
Right? We're gonna have food, right? We're gonna hear the lesson, we're gonna hear the word, we're gonna dress up nice. And you know what I'm saying? But don't forget the spirit of why we're keeping the feast. Don't forget what is taking place spiritually in the heavens. What the Most High gave us as a gift to allow us to even partake, which is Christ.
Yeah.
Right? So keep that in mind when coming into the feast, right? Understand that is a high holy feast. Keep all your negativity at home. Don't bring it to the feast. Don't bring it to the Shabbat. We all gonna keep the feast with joy, laughter, right? Love, and most importantly, peace. Right? We're gonna praise our God. Sound that alarm. So yeah, man. All right, so brothers and sisters, get some rest. It's been fun. Oh, one last announcement too as well. This week, I believe this week is gonna be would be the last week that I'm gonna be able to stream at this time. My schedule is changing again, you know, work schedule. So I may have to be streaming a little earlier in the day, or if not, I'll probably do some pre-recorded stuff and, you know, upload it and have you guys watch it live later on, if that's the case. But, you know, if I could come on earlier in the day, just so I could still drop some jewels, bring some spiritual edification, because I do understand that the broadcasters do help a lot of people spiritually, mentally, give people motivation. So I don't want that to end because of a job, right? Because this is my first work, right? The Most High is just allowing me to work at the job that I'm working at now for whatever reason. But this is my main job, right? Being a light, you know, bringing forth the word, just being a light to my people, Jew and Gentile alike, right? So, yes, just wanted to put that out there. But all in all praises be to the Most High, man. Right? But like I say every week, like all good things, this good thing must come to an end. Yes. Yeah. The signature outro.
You could be anywhere in the world, but you're now tuned into the Born of Levi experience.
And it's crazy because I'm not gonna be able to use that anymore, because I'm not gonna be streaming at night for a long time. Well, not a long time, probably like 4 months. So I'm gonna have to find a new outro for a daytime stream. But all in all, it is what it was. It was good. It was great. Bless you all. Love you all. Stay prayed up, sin not. Have a good weekend. Have a good Shabbat. You know, and you know, I'm not gonna be able to see y'all, but happy feast of the memorial blowing the trumpets to you all. Right?
Happy trumpets. Shalom.
Happy trumpets. All right, and I'll see you all soon. All right. Shalom. Have a good night. Stay blessed.